Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 14 of my Liverpool career mode. Now today's episode we've got plenty of matches to get through. The first game here is against Southampton. It's an away match in the league for us to play to kick off today's episode. Before we go any further though, if we could try and hit 100 likes then I'd really appreciate it. Also please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. If you hit 100 likes within 6 hours on today's episode then you get yourself a bonus episode out straight away, so please go ahead and smash that button. I'd really appreciate it. Let's crack on with things. This is the team mode to go with for this opening fixture against Southampton. Pretty straightforward team, to be honest. It's the side you'd always expect. It's our strongest team that we can put out, and the bench looks exactly the same as the team that we put out for the last game in the last episode. So let's see if we can get ourselves another victory. Currently 5 points behind Chelsea. We could narrow that down to 2 if we win here. Okay, here we go for this game against Southampton, our feeder club in this game. Let's see whether we can beat them. It's obviously the away match of the season to play. I'm pretty sure we might have lost to them or drew to them last time we played. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I remember saying that there's not a single player in this team I'd actually want in the side now. And I'm pretty sure they went and gone and took some points off us. So I don't know whether that is going to happen this game. Hopefully not, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened last time round. Let's just make sure we don't slip up once again if that was the case. And got to try and get ourselves off to a quick start if possible. Henderson running forward to have a shot. Oh, over the bar. Mane getting around his man to shoot. Oh, off the post. It's a really good strike from Mane though. Does a great job there. Gets allowed to come inside on his right foot and get the shot away. I was expecting him to score, but just get a little bit unlucky. Hits the post. And we've got a chance to deliver here into the back post for Salah. And it's connected over the bar by him actually as well. Salah there switching it to Mane. That's a great pass, is that, to find Mane. Mane on a shoot, and it's saved by the keeper. But it's a great pass there from Salah. Good switch from him. And had Mane in a really good position. A chance for Southampton to come forward for the first time. Gabbiadini's running through. Good counter-attack, but well played Matip. Just about wins it back off him. Salah inside now to Chan. That's good. Chan now looking for a little cross in. It's a great ball into Firmino. He has to score. He's not even marked properly. He has to score. I know it's on his left foot and on the volley, but it's brilliant play there from Chan. And just let it go across your body, hit it on your right foot. He's gone on his left and he's dragged it wide. It's really disappointing there actually from Firmino. And so close to an opening goal. We should have got it there though. Really, really good chance. We've had the better of the opportunities, but still remains 0-0. Southampton just about staying in this one. Short corner into Salah. This is a better angle to cross. It's a really good ball. Oh, Wijnaldum heads it, but what a save. Is it the goalkeeper or the defender? I haven't a clue, to be totally honest, but whoever does get to that, it's incredible stuff from them. That's it for the first half. Still remains 0-0. Frustrating one for us because we should be winning this game by about 2 goals, I'd say now. Should really be maybe 1, 2 or 3-0. It's one of those sort of matches where we just haven't taken our chances just yet. We've been getting in some good positions, and for whatever reason, whether it be the goalkeeper saving it or we just messing up on it, we haven't yet managed to find the back of the net. But we are playing good football, keeping the ball in good areas of the pitch, and keeping all the possession for a lot of the game as well so far. Just got to try and continue that, and I think eventually a goal will come. Henderson going for a cross. Wow, well played Salah. Firmino will sweep up, but it's offside. Oh, typical, isn't it? I think it's Jordan Henderson with the initial cross, and it found Salah who, well, I mean, I say it found Salah, it found the defender, but Salah goes in for a challenge on him. It's a bit of a strange one here. Wins the ball, I think, and then plays it to Firmino, who's just offside. It's so close. Firmino now into Wijnaldum, turns his body, lovely. Oh, hits the post. Oh, come on, can we not just score? That was brilliant stuff as well. Wijnaldum just stopped the ball and just turned brilliantly. Lost his man incredibly well, but just still didn't quite have the finish. Don't know what went wrong there, because the finesse seemed to be the right option, but for some reason it just goes a little bit too wide. Salah now going to try and pick out Firmino. He's still got it though. Firmino now finds it. Oh, and he'll score this time round on his left foot. It eventually finds Firmino. It's 1-0. We've finally taken the lead. It's about time as well. Just over 20 minutes left of the game. We still hadn't scored. It was pretty crazy that was the case, but luckily now Salah does create something for us. He initially went for the cross, it didn't quite happen, but it fell to Firmino anyway, and so that was pretty fluky, but we'll happily take it. Salah found the pass into him, and it's a nice little finish there. Maybe the defender could do better, but that's not going to concern us. Most important thing is we scored. Good chance, or good save by the goalkeeper. Southampton's first proper opportunity of the game, and it was a good strike from Gabbiadini. Fair play to him on that one. Has won them a corner, but we are going to make some changes now. 13 minutes to go. We don't have to rotate players. There's plenty of time until the next game for them to recover, but I'm going to try bring some other players on anyway to try and affect the game a little bit. I'll bring in Lallana, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Shaqiri though. We'll take off Chan, Henderson and Mane. Wijnaldum will drop back alongside Oxlade-Chamberlain midfield. And yeah, 13 minutes to go. Let's see how we get on. Salah will win that back. It's a poor touch from Stevens. That's really good. Salah's got somebody in support here. Can we find it to him? Firmino. Now into Shaqiri. And he scores. What's the counter-attack? It's 2-0. It's all come from a huge Southampton mistake, but we've capitalised on it. and we've won the game now, I think, with 10 minutes to go. Shaqiri scores the substitute with a great finish there, and it's fantastic play. Stevens with such a heavy touch there. Don't know why he's done that at all, but we've managed to capitalise on it fantastically well. Salah wins it back off him, gets running, finds Firmino, who finds Shaqiri there with that pass, and it's a great slot into the bottom left-hand corner. Keeper had no chance. It's 2-0, and we've surely won the game at this stage. Well, Southampton have nothing to lose now, so I imagine they'll throw a lot more players forward. That could leave their defence really open. I think it does leave their defence really open. Look at the back of their team now. We might have a chance for more. Shaqiri will again beat the defender. Still going here. Stevens again that he beats into Firmino. Firmino across into Salah. It has to be 3. And is that onside? Yes, it is. And it's Mohamed Salah who scores. It's the 3rd goal. And as I said, it might leave us to get more goals than them throwing so many players forward, and it has. Stretched their defence once again. Stevens not strong enough on the right-hand side against Shaqiri. Really poor end to this game for him. He's really struggled with our attackers, but it's a great pass there from Shaqiri. Firmino just about manages to play it across to Salah, who is always going to play it across to as long as he was onside. Firmino was obviously in a bit of a tight position really to get a shot away. Keeper came out to smother him, but we got the pass away, and we're winning the game 3-0. Definitely game over now. 3 minutes to go, maybe even time for a 4th. You never know. They're not defending very well now. There we go, 3-0 victory. So happy with that one. The end to the game was fantastic for us. It was one of those sort of games where you really push for 60, 70 minutes without a goal, and then eventually you get one, and that's the breakthrough goal that allows Southampton to come out of the shell a little bit, because now they know they can't get a draw from this game. They want to get something from the match, and so they come forward a little bit more. It allows gaps at the back and creates spaces for your attackers. We obviously capitalised on them incredibly. A couple of mistakes obviously as well amongst those goals, but overall very impressed with our attack. Of course we should have taken our chances more in the first half and the early stages of the second half, but it was one of those games where eventually once we started to unpick them, it was always going to be a flood of goals. That was certainly the case towards the end. Great news for us this week. Woodburn goes up to 71 overall. That's fantastic news for the youngster, and we do continue to see his rise in the squad. He's looked fantastic for us at times in game, but he's obviously been given the opportunity, and he's also going up in overall off the pitch as well. Okay, now to this game against Porto. It's the exact same team being put out for this game. No change to the starting 11, just a couple of changes to the bench. De Ligt and Gomez getting on there as opposed to obviously Tarkowski and Sidibe, who were on there before. Let's crack on with this game. Those guys that are not playing as much because the team's staying so solid at the moment will obviously play against West Ham in the next match, which we will be playing. We won't bother simming it. We'll play that game. Let's crack on with the match against Porto. It's the away fixture, so obviously away goals meaning a lot for us here. Hopefully we can get ourselves a good victory. Okay, then here we go for this game against Porto. We got ourselves kick off here. Let's try and get ourselves off to a quick start if possible. It's one of those sort of matches where I'm not really too sure what to expect against this sort of team. We know they've obviously got bits of quality here and there, but how much quality do they actually have in game? Are they able to compete with us? I'm sure all these questions will be answered come the end of this fixture, but I'm not really too sure what sort of performance they'll put out, whether they'll be defensive or they'll be keen to get going forward. There we go, what a ball, what a ball, what a header as well from Mane. Great chance, but a great save by the goalkeeper. Luckily for the keeper, it was right at him, but the power behind that header from Mane, I was expecting it to fly in the back of the net. Unfortunately, it doesn't, still remains 0-0. Feels a similar sort of game to the last one where having plenty of chances, but yet to score them. And that's something we need to try and do in the first half this time round. Got Wijnaldum running forward, looking for a good pass through, but no one's yet to make a run in behind the defence. Looking for Mane, that's more like it, but he's offside. Mane going for a cross into Firmino. Oh, no. A little bit too high. If it had been a volley, maybe he could have got a good connection and possibly challenged the goalkeeper a little bit more, but the power was struggling to really generate that behind the little chip from Mane, and so it was quite an easy save. Well played, Firmino. That's good. Now into Salah. Salah looking back into Firmino, open up his body to shoot. Oh, he scores. There we go. He has found the back of the net on the stroke of half-time. Finally got ourselves a goal in the first half. I actually thought it was going wide there, so it was a little bit late to celebrate, but it is a good play nevertheless from us here. We win it back initially from the Porto players, and then Firmino, look at that for a finish, which guides it home. The goalkeeper maybe should do better. Does seem like it's not that far away from him, but he can't seem to get hold of it, and so it just goes at the back of the net. 1-0. Good end to the first half. There we go, that's it for the first half. Still win the match 1-0. Let's crack on with the second half straight away. Ball there into Mane, that's good. Trying to get in behind the defence, still going here. Mane looking for a cross, tipped away by the keeper. Channel try and hit it on the half volley, hit it again. Oh, just flies wide. Thought it was going in that time round, but it's a good start to the second half. Continued from where we left off. Robertson going to go for a cross. Great ball in for Henderson. Has to be a goal, and that's fantastic play from us there. We've just taken our time with the ball in, and eventually we found a great runner into the box. It's Jordan Henderson who runs from deep in midfield. What a header that is. and we've doubled our lead inside 10 minutes of the second half. Look at this from Robertson, just waiting and waiting for the right ball. Look at that run from Henderson. No one follows him. They can't keep hold of him. It's a great finish. He's going to always score that. I don't care where you're heading it. Keeper can't stop it. So much power behind it. And we're winning this game 2-0. What a header from Henderson. Comes out of nowhere. It's a great finish. What a way to double the lead. 2 away goals now as well. Oh no. Okay, they pulled them back. Literally with their first shot on target, second shot on target maybe. So yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. But it's again straight from kickoff. We see it every single episode at the moment, where they go forward and they just score. It's just a simple crossing. We haven't dealt with it properly, but it's literally 4 minutes after we score. And we see it at time and time again, the kick-off glitch thing, or whatever you want to call it, where the opposition just look more likely to score. And that's the case there. We don't win the header. Should do better with that one. Winning the game 2-1 still. Okay, all 3 changes now. About 20 minutes left of this game. Lallana, Chamberlain and Sessegnon all going to come on. We'll take off Salah, Wijnaldum and Chan. Give those guys a rest. Obviously, game against West Ham in a few days' time. I think we'll change around the team quite heavily for that game. Just because I'm keen to try and give players like Origi more of a chance. He's been playing really well for us, but obviously with the front 3 that we have, it's difficult for those other players that aren't as part of that front 3 to be able to break into this team. And so that's why Sessegnon gets a chance here. It's an opportunity really for him to get some game time under his belt. I don't know whether he'll ever be able to break into the first team. He would obviously have to be performing much better and be better overall as well. Yeah, so played, Lallana, that's good. Wins it back, Sessegnon has it. Now looking into Adam Lallana, great chance for him. Can he find the right pass? Looking for Firmino, turns, shoots and scores, places it into the top right-hand corner. 10 minutes left, we've got ourselves a 3rd away goal, and that should be the goal that sees us win this game now as well. And with 10 minutes to go, we've added another to the scoreline. Great play there, it's Adam Lallana who really does all the work for us, wins back the ball, and then obviously a quick little 1-2 with Sessegnon, and we get ourselves through for a cutback, and those cutbacks are so difficult to defend, so it was always going to be tricky for them if we were able to execute properly. We did, and we placed it in the top right-hand corner. Win the game 3-1. That should be game over for this leg. Go on, Firmino. Try it. Go on. Oh, not that far away. I think it was just a little bit off target. Robertson getting forward with the cross there. Mane going to try and win that. Heads it the wrong way again. Just seems to have a habit of that. Henderson will shoot. Blocks well by the defender and out for a corner. Strange header for there from Mane. Henderson now going to deliver the ball into the box. Mane's in there. Heads it the wrong way again, I think. And Sessegnon will shoot. Again over the bar. Another corner. Oxlade-Chamberlain now going to hit the edge of the box for Sessegnon to open up his body and shoot. Oh, it's wide. It's close. That's it. Finishes 3-1. We get ourselves a victory, obviously, in this first leg. We've got to remember we are only at half-time in this fixture at the moment. So there's still the leg to be played next episode. Hopefully we're able to get ourselves through into the next round after that game. But certainly 3 away goals does help that massively. But I'm just hoping Porto don't get themselves a few in our game at home. So I guess I'll wait and see next time round. We're really happy with that. Good to put ourselves in such a good advantage. But the game is still not over. On to the final game now, today's episode. That'll be against West Ham. Looking forward to that game, actually, because it gives us a great opportunity to rotate the team round, which is something we haven't done this episode, and it's something we haven't done in what feels like a little while as well. But I am happy to be able to give some players a bit of a run out if we can, because we've got a game against Tottenham, which is probably more important next episode. But this one against West Ham is a game we should win. But, you know, when you make changes, it always makes things quite tricky. Okay, so now it's this game against West Ham. Plenty of changes for this match. This is the team we've gone with. Carrier starts in goal. We've got Sidibe at right back, Tarkowski, De Ligt and Gomez as the rest of our defenders. Also Chamberlain, Lallana and Cook in midfield with Shaqiri, Origi and Sessegnon as our front 3. Whole change team quite clearly. This is the bench I've gone with. Van Dijk, Tierney, Milner, Woodburn, Salah, Solanke and Firmino on there. I actually could have played with the strongest team here because the guys have recovered really well in 4 days. Most of them are almost full actually in their energy, so I could have played a full strength team, but I'd much rather give some other players a bit of game time and preserve the guys that we do have available for the other matches that we have coming up. We've actually got a game against Newcastle. The fixtures have been changed, so it's not Tottenham straight away, and so that might mess around with things a little bit. But we'll still go ahead with this team, change side. Hopefully good enough to beat West Ham. Okay, then here we go for this game against West Ham at Anfield for this match. Let's see how we get on, try and get ourselves a victory, and hopefully end today's episode with another 3 points. Good to see a couple of debuts in this game as well. Sidibe and Tarkowski, both of them starting for the first time here, and so looking forward to seeing how they get on performance-wise. Joe Gomez at left-back as well, which he has played before, I think, off the bench, but don't know whether he's necessarily started in that position. But yeah, really looking forward to actually a good performance with this team. I'm hoping for that anyway, and I guess we'll wait and see whether we get it. Origi there, switching it to Shaqiri, that's good. Shaqiri gets himself in a good position, coming back inside though, waiting for the runner from midfield. He'll find it through Lewis Cook, who gets tackled, and it's going to be a penalty. It's a poor challenge there for Winston Reid on the back of Lewis Cook. An easy penalty for the referee to give, and it's 12 minutes in. A great opportunity to take the lead very early on here. Lewis Cook with a great run, and it has to be those sort of runs from midfield being made past the defence, and he makes it as well. Obviously, he didn't get to the ball, did Reid, and so we're going to ourselves a penalty. Lallana will step up. It's a strange penalty taken, but we'll go with it anyway, and puts it wide. What the hell is that? Come on. Surely. I put it in the exact same place as I always do. With that control. Anyway, obviously not on the pitch. Good chance for West Ham. Good build-up play here. Well defended by De Ligt. And Sidibe will clear that one away. Good stuff from us there. Shaqiri switching it to Sessegnon. What a pass there from Shaqiri. Sessegnon will chest it down. Still going, beating his man with a great run. Sessegnon looked for a shot as well. It's a tight angle, but a good save by Ruffia. So close there. Great run from the youngster. Fantastic football as well from Shaqiri to switch it like that. I think it was going on target, was that, from Sessegnon? I thought it was going to hit the side netting from the other angle. That was on target. Shaqiri going to deliver to try and keep the pressure on. The line is in there, but headed away. De Ligt will keep hold of it. And we'll try and do something here with Sidibe. He's going to struggle over options. We're still trying to make our way into the box. And that's a shot that's easily saved. Oxlade-Chamberlain will give it a go. Oh, tried it. Shaqiri into Origi. Now lays it off to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh, what a finish from Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's 1-0. What a strike there from him. Don't know if it's taken a deflection. I think it might have done, but we'll take a look at the replay. If it hasn't, then it's an absolutely world-class strike from Oxlade-Chamberlain there. To hit the top left-hand corner like he did, it's absolutely incredible. All starts off with Shaqiri once again, though. Plays it inside to Firmino. He lays it off straight away. First time, you'll watch this back here. First time here, Origi over to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Hits it, and I don't think it does take a deflection. It looked like it from the first angle, but not from that one. And that goes through the legs of the player, and I think it goes over the shoulder of Winston Reid, so I don't think it does. And we're winning this game with a fantastic strike. 1-0. What a way to open the scoring. Again, Shaqiri heavily involved, but it's fantastic football from us there. And we've got to give the credit really to Oxlade-Chamberlain with that strike. That's it for the first half. Still winning the game 1-0. We should clearly be in front as we are, so I'm happy about that. But we do need to try and add to our scoreline at the moment if we can. We've totally dominated this game, but we've yet to really get ourselves a few more opportunities that are going to get us goals. I still think we'll get a second and third, hopefully, in this game, but it might just require West Ham to come out of their shell a little bit more. Go on. Oh, that's fantastic. That's come from nowhere. It's Oxlade-Chamberlain again. I think it might be. Oh no, it's Origi. I think it's Oxlade-Chamberlain with the header down to Origi. We'll have a look on the replay. Couldn't quite tell. It's a great run though deep from midfield. Look at that for a chip in. I think it might be Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's so difficult to tell. But whoever it is who heads it down, it's a great header down. And Origi just side foots it on the volley. It's a really strange technique, but it's a great placement. And we've got ourselves a second goal in this game. Origi with a really good strike there, 10 minutes into the second half. Sessegnon into Lallana. This is a great chance for a third. Oh, what a finish. Doesn't get much better than that from Lallana. You've got no chance of stopping it. Absolutely no chance. The captain scores and makes up for obviously his penalty he missed in the first half. 60 minutes in, it's a third goal now. The floodgates are starting to open. I spoke about it at half-time when I said we might just need them to come out of the shell a little bit more and maybe we can add a few more to the goal tally, and we sort of managed to do that in the second half. It's happened. As soon as we get the second goal, we run up the other end of the pitch and virtually straight away get a third. Look at that for a finish. Off the bar and in. No stopping it at all. What a finish. 3-0. Oxlade-Chamberlain with a chance to shoot from range. Oh, that's unbelievable. Stop it, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Stop it. That is criminal. 4-0. And it's another great strike once again. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain hits that corner, but this time it's the bottom left-hand corner. Really good finish. 4-0. And we are tearing West Ham apart. And it's not the first time for this season for West Ham. But look at this for a strike. It's long range and they can't stop it again. Goalkeeper probably off his line a little bit too much once again, but it's another great strike. 20 minutes left and it could get even worse at this rate. We're tearing them apart here. Also Chamberlain with a great strike. It's his second Premier League goal of the season. Both of them have won this game. Okay, all three changes. Solanke, Woodburn and Tierney to come on now. Obviously, we're in a really good position, scoreline-wise. So, we're taking off Gomez, Cook and Origi. I was originally going to take off Oxlade-Chamberlain, but he'll stay on. Maybe a chance to get himself a hat-trick in the final 20 minutes. Woodburn and Solanke in particular, those two players, looking to try and get a bit more game time and a bit of opportunity to try and score a couple of goals or create goals. And Tierney coming on because he hasn't played in a little while as well. Lallana. Now into Woodburn, takes a touch, shoots, saved by the keeper. Chance for the youngster there, really good opportunity as well, but matched with a fantastic save. And going into the latter stages, down to the final 10 minutes, Shaqiri going to deliver. Can we get there? Oof, had to clear. There's a chance to get one in, but I think we'll play this one short to the edge of the box. Woodburn's there, takes a touch, shoots, blocks, De Ligt, back across, Solanke. It's a fifth. Very, very fluky, but we'll take every goal we can get. And Solanke with the tap in there. De Ligt keeps the ball alive and just heads it back across. Solanke with a tap in. Keeper gets a hand to it, to be fair to him, but it's not enough. He was always going to score, Solanke, and they just managed to build this up with initially a good strike, which was blocked, and then De Ligt just nods on. And, I mean, it sums up the game really for West Ham. They've been all over the place. Bit of a mess, really. Klein will be regretting joining them, I think, but yeah, it's been a fantastic performance from us from start to finish. We've not conceded as of yet, anyway, and so a good clean sheet as well. Good chance. Jesus Christ. What the hell is that from Kramaric? No one's touched it, just to make that clear. Nobody has touched that. Unbelievable. Is that his favourite foot? I mean, if it is, wow. There we go, finishes 5-0. Really happy with that result. Obviously a fantastic scoreline. Kept a clean sheet, really good performance for the whole 90 minutes. It's rare that you get that, but really impressed with such a performance from a changed team as well. It's such a heavily changed side. All 11 players were rotated for the last team that I put out, and so to get that sort of performance is incredible. Sessio in particular looked really good. So did Solanke when he came on. Origi looked great as well. I think all the team looked fantastic during that game. So yeah, really impressed with that, and hopefully we can put those sort of players out more frequently, because at times they do play better than some of our starters, so it makes sense to put them into the starting 11 occasionally. But you can see the league table here, 2 points behind Chelsea, so starting to try and get a little bit closer to them. Spurs are 6 points behind, so plenty of a gap there. Man United could also be 6 points behind if they were to win their game in hand. But that concludes today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. I'd appreciate hitting the bell button as well, because YouTube obviously not getting all these videos into sub boxes at the moment. It's a little bit inconsistent, so you can stay up to date by doing that. You can also stay up to date by following me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Links to all that in the description below. You can go ahead and follow me there. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.